under my nose, I'm out.
No more feed this. So them run with that nose. Give up there and run with. Lock off the one door yard.
When you say Foota, I probably biggest cloud chaser. When I meet first Lisa link, I want to go live with me, I want to do all these things.
Not here, guys.
You know the blessings can't done, you know what?
Mad.
Big
Can you imagine?
That would be a big truth.
Can you imagine if
Missed
Shawn did
opportunity.
just link up with Steve the Genius and take that song there? Free at last?
The follow-up right after loyalty.
Exactly.
Because, and what's the crazy thing? And again, it probably come down to this
Loyalty.
probably loyalty are the problem, you know.
Welcome, it's not radio, it's Levels with Kshema, and we're here for episode 8 of the Levels podcast. Big up to my co-host KRIS in the building.
You don't know my face, not the place, and as usual, I give thanks for the first day of the rest of my life, and trust me, you should as well.
Word.
That's something, don't
Yeah.
you see?
Before we get tonight, just want to say big up to the Levels community. Thank you to our new subscribers, and if it's your first time checking in, just remember, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell, be a part of the Levels community.
Yeah man, click it and come level the vibes with you, you see it?
Look ya no, man. We have a bag of things to talk about. Lisa Hyper finally getting the help that she needed. And is the Gaza still active?
Trouble upon the Gaza.
KRIS, how you want to get tonight?
Yeah, Lisa took the app last week, you know, she run the algorithm, so yeah.
You know, first of all, we just want to say we're happy that Lisa Hyper is finally getting the help that she needed. But that ultimately means that she now got around some people who seem to steer her down the wrong path.
Facts.
Check the levels.
Who no go mother? But PNP. Government badness and your oldness. Me done shot. What is under my nose? I'm out.
No more feed this. So them run with that nose. Give up there and run with. Lock off the one door yard. No more feed this. So them run with that nose. Give up there and run with. Lock off the one door yard.
So you say right there, so you hear Lisa enabler. You understand what I say? And you see, it's just crazy because it can't, I don't know if it go over a lot of people's head or it just kind of, but really and truly, I don't hear enough people that talk about it. Like, who is that person? What was his agenda? You get to what I said? Because at the end of the day, here is someone going through a particular thing and you hear him in the background saying, yeah, give them that for run with. And then the popular SYM. Yeah, man. Yeah, I hear that for the day. Like, it's just really unfortunate for no say something like this is happening to someone. I don't know exactly whether it's a family member or a friend or whatever it is, but it's clear that this is someone that in that moment, she felt like this person have her.
Yeah, and I would take it a step further. I do get your point as it relates to the person in the background that is egging her on to go down the wrong path, but you know, ultimately, where was Lisa Hyper's family in all of this? Because for me personally, I believe that the very first time she got live and she was nude, that was the family's first indication, say something not right.
Yeah.
Why didn't they step in earlier?
Right. You see, and it's funny you ask that question because if I remember Richie Feelings, big up Richie Feelings, he actually came out and was kind of shedding some light on how these things, like what a family member have to deal with, our families have to deal with when they're dealing with someone that's going through this type of illness. And before he came out, all of my, like I was just blaming the family outright, you understand? But even after that, I'm still looking at it that, you see, at the end of the day, no one else could actually go in and try to initiate any form of help, because I think the family needed to find some way to get the help of the authorities to get her so she can actually stop defaming herself and defaming others. You understand?
No, absolutely. And interesting that you bring up Richie Feelings. You know, again, big up to Richie Feelings for being so open with something so personal,
Yeah.
you know, because he spoke about his mom having a similar situation. One of the things that he also highlighted that he was called multiple times to come and get his mom. You know, like people call him and say, okay, this is happening. So I am going back to what I said initially, like this started around the time of the Grammys, and the Grammys was held on February 2. We're almost there close to the ending of the month. So at what point Lisa Hyper family was going to step in? At what point them did I go see what she are going with and look at it as a telltale sign to say she's having another episode?
Yeah.
Because in truth, ultimately, it wasn't the family's intervention that got her the help.
No.
She was at the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston when workers there alerted the police, and the police came and they arrested her.
Because she even catch a charge because allegedly she assaulted someone.
Exactly.
So it's like they would have to, the family would have to come and prove, say, listen, we did everything to try to get the support of whether the police or the authorities to see how, because I understand Richie Feelings was actually making it clear that, yo,
It's hard.
at this point, you have to be careful how you approach them. You understand? But just the same way, like, oh, she was, and I don't want to use the word apprehended because it kind of heavy, but
That's what happened.
she was
Yeah.
apprehended by the police. But at the end of the day, the same way that happened, they could have made developed some form of strategy for say, yo, listen, we have to go get her.
There should have been early intervention, and because of that, there wasn't any early intervention. A lot of defamatory statements were made on behalf of Lisa. Like she called out a lot of people in the industry, and it makes you
Real
wonder,
prominent people as well.
do you believe that when the smoke clears, like this is going to be an easy fix?
Well, here's the thing. I don't feel like it can fix, but it's not going to be an easy fix. Because at the end of the day, these people their reputation is everything. You understand? This is their brand. This is what they live off. In that moment, it's hard to say what is true from what is not. Because, and it's the same way how personally she makes some allegations where people are going to say, yo, I don't believe that. Even the $4 million we should talk about. Other than if it can be verified, there's nothing to say, oh yeah, she definitely get $4 million during Christmas and she blow it up and still want more or whatever it is. Because Lisa was just talking. I'm not saying that she never get no money or she never get 4 million, but I'm just saying because she's in the same state when she's making some accusation where probably everybody going to say, yo, nothing no go so. I don't feel like said none of what she said should be taken. That's just my personal opinion.
Clearly, we have to take everything with a grain of salt, and it's not just pinpointing where you want to take because it help build a particular narrative or a conversation in your mind. You know, you will have people who run with something where suit them agenda or whatever
because them a
case
Gaza are
is.
it not really work.
On that note though, something that I found very distasteful and disheartening was just how social media was so unkind to Lisa Hyper, because we talk so much about mental health awareness and people suffering from mental health, and when we had an opportunity as a people to be kind and exercise and show grace, we didn't. It was so interesting how so much people just gravitate towards the negativity.
Yeah, because it was one thing, when we realized it's either most people are small-minded, always draw for the term bad mind, or
SYM.
Yeah, SYM. Or it's a case where when we don't understand something, we just say, yo, a bad mind. It's like, say, it's at the go-to term that it and SYM seem to be the go-to term now. And it just really unfortunate for say, in that time, everybody was at that place where they felt the need to show how much of a Gaza loyalist they are versus trying to show some empathy
and compassion.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, people never show that. And the truth is, Maybe if she was promoting her song Soul Cry, you wouldn't have 6,000 people on her live engaging her. Maybe if she did do something more positive, you wouldn't have so much people on her live.
Definitely not.
It make you wonder, like, as a people, we have to seriously check ourselves. Why is it that so many of us just gravitate towards negativity and negative content?
Yeah.
And even on the channel here, so we kind of see it too.
Yeah.
We will have great interviews.
Yes.
Great interviews, for example, with a Yakster or other people just speaking
motivating
about positivity. But then, you know, you go on the channel and you say, Foota hype, I call out everybody and just how am I do it? And then that gets more traction because ultimately that's just where people gravitate towards. And we have to check ourselves.
Absolutely.
I'm not lie. We have to check ourselves.
But one thing though, before we wrap up this, first, whoever that was on our with her when she was doing that live, trust me, you need to come down, cause
there you go, Lou.
Yeah, you can't see somebody that go through them thing there and I use that opportunity for clout. You get to me? I say, because in my opinion, that's all you do. You use that for clout. The next thing is, with this case, I think if you look on it in any isolated manner where you say you look on it from either a Lisa hyper fan or somebody that's empathizing with someone who is going through a mental health crisis, you go look on it and say, yo, Kartel, Cole, or him deal with her away and all of that. And if it's a case where you look on it as a Gaza fan, which most seem to be looking at it as, you go say, Lisa, bad mind, and what should I do with her 13 years or whatever it is. If you look at the thing as a whole, you go look on it and I say, yo, persons fear Lisa, and that would more likely lay at the foot of the family. Yeah. Because they were the only one who had the power to say, try to go and figure out how they can get the help or the authority to get her from and prevent.
No, to get her the help that she needs.
To get her the help what she needs.
And I still stand by my point to say this started spiraling as early as February 2, around the time of the Grammys. You know, when Vybz Kartel went to the US and went to the Grammy Awards. February 2, the month almost finished. I feel like the family's delayed response actually helped to make the situation what it is now, where so many of us talking about it, and you wonder, what is life going to be for Lisa Hyper after healing?
Yeah.
You know? After she healed, how she go about picking up the pieces?
Yeah, cause after all that was said, can you wrong a Vybz Kartel if you decide say, yo, me not really want have nothing to do with her? Can you
blame a Dexter Daps?
No, you understand?
You know, like, can you blame a Beanie Man or just people's names that were mentioned in any particular way?
Even her, and even in all of this, she actually damaged her reputation too. But really, as our song with Chronicler, Phoenix, Phoenix. The song is called The Phoenix. The Phoenix is known for Rise from Ash. So, yo, trust, and she's talented. So we know it's a thing where it's not impossible.
It's not impossible. It's not impossible. And you know, speaking about Clout, we see where Foota hype, you know, in a recent live, he might address some of the negative comments on social media. You see that?
Yeah, I see it because you know, say I am get blamed for everything on the net.
Or
you know.
so you say.
Yeah,
check
so
the
say.
levels.
Only say Foota hype the biggest cloud chaser. When I meet first Lisa link and want to go live with me, I want to do all these things. I'm going to go sub and tell her, I said, no. I remember saying me and her have personal reasoning. And she show me well per thing. If me that look Clout, me know that run out long time. Remember them say me eat Gaza, and me eat Kartel, and me eat this, and me eat that. Oh, me never grab them opportunity. That's why I not come live from there, you know. And I watch everything and I show you who the real Clout chaser them is, because me now I make $1 off of views and them thing there. You know, hear me asking a lion and a whale, and me realer than the whole of them. Thank you. Me realer than the whole of them. All you see them are going. Gene, the amount of information me have, when me could have run with if I Clout, me I look boy, I trouble. You see me? I'm just easy and go and watch the world. I try to crucify me and watch the world. I try to beat me and watch the world. I try to stop me, and them can't stop me. I tell you something about Foota. I can always talk the truth. I can always speak my mind. I always got to keep it real. See? Enough people, integrity, I protect all people who claim so them not like me. And I get certain information whole heap of time when we can use it and try style them on the net. Not try, we can use it and style them on the net. And I say no. I say alright. I'm not gonna be the one to destroy them career, destroy them so-called liar credibility where them have in the public. Because enough of the fans them swear say some of them star here where them I look up to. See, a real star, and them don't know say some I play them. Some dirty boy and some dirty girl. All them have good at going for them and the music.
What do you think about what Foota say?
Him not telling a lie. Him not tell a lie. Him upon the live the day when Lisa him the live, Lisa upon the live and I ask him for other and him I said no, me not add you until not in the state here. You understand why you sort out yourself and before me do any live with you. And so at the end of the day, you know all the while Foota get blame and especially anything to do with the Gaza, them blame him and him really attack the truth. And personally before him even forward live and I said this, me just said to myself, say, yo, you know say at the end of the day Foota really, even though people that blame him online, I said to myself, say, yo, when they eat a man, you know, because me that and it's sister, she did want to go live.
And he didn't
He never go live.
Yeah.
With her, you understand? So as you see me address the whole interviews where she do and all of that and you know, I'll make people know say, yo, him not clout chaser.
Yeah.
Because he would have do that. What do you think about the interviews? As a big journalist, what do you think about the interviews?
You mean the interviews that Lisa Hyper did?
Yeah.
I felt like she should not have done the interviews. And, you know, sometimes being a journalist, you have to be responsible because in my career, we span over 2 decades in radio. Sometimes you hear some things and not all of the information where you hear or you get, it don't make the newscast because it is a part of being responsible. And I can tell you, like I've had situations where an artist tell me, say, look, they're getting abused, physical abuse in our relationship. And, you know, she said she did a listen and when 4:30 come and she hear me the music news and she not hear it. That's when she called me back and I tell me all of this. And I said, no, you had a moment where you break down and you told me something in confidence. No news, nothing of that. So I'm saying that to say, if you see somebody with obvious illness, you're going through something, you don't have to clout chase to do an interview with them in that moment because they're not, them cognitive abilities, not 100.
But isn't with it being social media versus traditional media, does it make a difference, you would say?
It depends on even the reputation where you build around your podcast.
Oh, okay.
You understand what I mean? Because ultimately, yes, traditional media is different from social media, but ultimately, we have a due diligence and a responsibility.
Yeah, because you're rich feeling safe for the theme family.
Yeah,
them have things and
even though she handled herself in terms of how she was able to answer the questions and just her expression and how she articulate, you may feel like everything is together.
Yeah.
But when you're listening back to the interview, you're listening to some of the things then you realize you know,
sometimes she got off, but what I would say still, I think all the lives that she did was way more damaging than those 2 interviews, in my opinion.
Yeah,
and
again,
and this is why
the lives that she did, as she just turned on her camera and do her thing.
Some things, personally, I feel like if it was just those 2 interviews that was out there, it would be, there wouldn't be not much to say, boy, oh, Lisa, all that, like she do all this and all that. You understand what I say? So, me get the whole idea about, me get the whole statement about the interviews and them something about, me not think that they were, and me understand the fact say, oh, well, ideally, it shouldn't be, the interviews shouldn't be done or aired. But me think so the
Like,
lives were the real
more
issues.
damaging.
Yeah, more damaging. Yeah, absolutely. And I say where Richie really have some words for them.
Yeah, and look, at the end of the day, like we said with Richie Feelings, you know, like he shared a personal experience, and who knows that those experiences, like watching Lisa Hyper, it was triggering for him clearly, to the point where him come out, because remember say Richie Feelings says spice, you know. Spice,
yeah.
Like 100%. So the fact that he was able to come out, and then even in expressing himself, he was saying that, look, I don't know Lisa Hyper personally, but I see the situation, and that's when he shared his personal experience.
I agree.
Nobody would want to see them family in them.
I agree with Richie still. The only thing, but this always, them always lose when it reaches to the tell somebody about the mother.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Look here, we have to raise the arguments, so we kind of lift the reasoning above the SYM.
Yeah. The crazy thing is that before, I not think it was out there, so because within dancehall, one thing, mothers were sacred. You understand what I say? No, it's just like anybody, a man just want something happen to say, tell about your mother.
And
like,
that just goes to show, like,
it's really a fall, man.
As time changed, the breakdown societal norms and
morality,
certain things and
morality
morals,
really terrible.
You know, it's a decline.
Yeah.
It's a decline. It obviously a decline, because even people who could have been your mother or your father, you hear somebody say SYM.
Yeah.
When certain words you wouldn't even utter. You know what I mean? So I think the social media is good and it's bad. It changed a lot of the norms and the value system. Things just different now. People just feel like, yo, I can't say anything.
Man, I move like it's a slang popcorn bus. Yeah, it look like
it's crazy.
Yeah. But trust me, we have to really raise the bar. Yeah, man, absolutely.
We have
small mind thinking that bad, the whole heap, everything. If somebody disagree with you, then bad mind. If somebody disagree
but even right now, jump in the comments and share your thoughts, because you're going to have people that say, look here, SYM, a bad mind, a bad mind. Look here, I don't bad mind a soul.
Anyway.
Think alike.
Next in line.
On that note, you know, we can talk about even the Gaza and members of the Gaza.
Yeah.
You know, we see where Vanessa Bling, for her birthday, she bought herself a house. You know, and a lot of people made a comparison to say like, oh, Vanessa Bling have her career, Popcorn have him career, Ja Vinci have him career, you know, so Wagwan with Lisa, Black Rhino, and then the other members of the Gaza.
Right.
So you have people that start that conversation and make a comparison, and in truth, you can't blame them.
But what's the crazy thing? You know, so these are the same people where when a Popcorn or a Ja Vinci, like they were picking up the pieces and know say, yo, at this point, like Popcorn know say, yo, a unruly state, a fully unruly. You understand? No Gaza to him thing like that. Unruly. Them are the same people them would have come at them and say, yo, them ungrateful or them switch or them sell out or whatever it is. You understand what I say? And I think it's just important for people to understand. So you see, there comes a point in life where you have to take care of you. You get what I say? You have to take care of you, show your respect and everything, but you have to take care of you.
No, and in the same breath too, you have to understand, say, people will always talk. You cannot pick up the pieces. People are going to talk and say, look, Kartel give you one opportunity as a member of the Gaza and you did nothing with it. Just like how people are saying that about Lisa Hyper.
Yeah.
And like you mentioned rightfully, in the moment when Popcorn and Ja Vinci and everybody else pick up the pieces, they were branded as sellout.
Yeah.
And, you know...
And because there was speculation of differences between them and Vybz Kartel at the time, you know, people run with that to say, yo, yeah man, him sell out and him. But at the end of the day, look at it now. Look at it now.
But even now, we see where Vybz Kartel, for example, he did 13 years, him come out, you see where him got the Mobo Awards, him get him first international award, him make him first international performance in London, And people could look at that to say, like, okay, so what's happening with the other members of the Gaza? Not realizing that he too is picking up the pieces. Him have to do, him need to do, and work on himself, in international career.
Yes.
And in doing so, people now will feel like, say, oh, but Shawn Starmer gets sidelined.
Yeah, because Shawn have to just run with him zombie thing right now, because at the end of the day, in reality, I not think when we hear about once when we heard about Gaza, we hear about a syndicate of artists, talented artists, and you know, it's a movement. I think no, Gaza is no longer that. I think Gaza is really Vybz Kartel and him fans who is the Gaza Nation. You understand? So I think not because we see the whole the Gaza reunion, Freedom Street, people gone back to them regular schedule and know say, yo,
but in truth though, did you really expect that Popcorn, Ja Vinci, and I'm mentioning these two because they're doing well, and we see where Vanessa Bling, she did just do her own thing and she never in a Gaza link up or that type of thing. But it's not like Ja Vinci and Popcorn can unlearn what they have learned, how to fly on their own, how to create generational wealth and success on their own to kind of revert back to the Gaza days. They're not going to do that. It's called evolution. So both of them has evolved as entertainers and them do them own thing. So the Gaza will never be the Gaza as people know it.
Not at all. And as I talk about that, Nuffy actually came out in defense of Lisa Hyper a few days ago or last week, and he had he made some interesting points during his live. Check the levels.
As far as when me look, if nobody no call Lisa, I don't allow Kartel because he my general. I don't allow him. If we don't allow the general to be always things that everything must allow to him, that means that we are no friends. We are really not a part of the Gaza. Because someone don't want to call Lisa and talk to Lisa because you know, say, if you don't talk to Lisa, Kartel, I go pray, you know. You know what I go do? If Kartel deal back with Lisa, automatically you end up deal back with Lisa. And everything just forgot about. So if you know a really Kartel friend, and all the people with their own Kartel, where Kartel are support, and I give things and I do things, him can do everything for himself. Right now, Kartel do 13 years and I'm focus, brother. I'm focus to the way I do. Him can't spend no time on nothing. And general, trust me, I think you need some people around you where pay attention to other people. You can't just have a lot of people around you when not paying attention to the rest of people and we are around you, but only pay attention for them benefit. But generally, I have to looking at them things there. So that's why problem we not the thing. You need to assign people to people, my boss, my G, my brother. See? So all the people with their own Kartel, who love Kartel and rate Kartel, give Lisa a call. Find out what is the problem. Try help solve the problem. You know what I mean? Because I know Kartel not done with Lisa.
Look here, how foolish this Nuffy talk about Kartel to assign people. Assign? What do you make of that though, KRIS? You agree with Nuffy?
Listen, I think Nuffy is still in this nostalgic mindset, like, because at the end of the day, Kartel build this empire. And I don't, like I said before, Gaza is no longer what it was.
No,
as it relates to just...
And it will never go back to that. It not going to go back to that. Is like I said before, it has evolved. The entertainers, them evolve and them do them own thing. And even Vybz Kartel, through his actions, now, he have to work on himself.
Yeah,
he have to continuously put in the work. You see where he try to break in internationally.
Yeah, him not have no time for artist development and
him not have no time for
dealing
that.
Artists. So,
and what do you mean by assign somebody? Like assign each member of the Gaza what? They're not kids, these are adults.
Yeah, so which is why I feel as if even with Lisa saying that Kartel is still our manager, Kartel have a manager for himself. Kartel, based upon what it seems, it doesn't seem like Kartel manage Shawn Storm.
But
so I don't know if it's a case where
he could possibly be her manager, because it's not uncommon for an artist who is established manage a next artist.
True.
Because we see that often in
true,
the
but
industry.
does he really have the time to focus on
No,
what her
that
career
is a
needs?
better point.
You
That is a
understand?
better point.
Because a lot of times we see artists will they will have a decision to make whether they go with a producer or go with an artist, an established artist, and they go with the artist. Quada is one example. He went with Popcorn, and in my opinion, if he had stick to
Not Nice.
Not Nice, he would probably have a career now. You understand? Because at the end of the
absolutely.
day, when artists have work to do on their own career, you know, let alone for get distracted by a next artist, what the needs of a next artist's career. So personally, I feel as if, which is why I say even Shawn Storm,
I think that's a prime example.
yeah, Shawn Storm need to actually build out, because people at this point, there's people questioning talent. But I think Shawn Storm have talent. Shawn Storm found big songs. Just in case you never know.
Oh,
Big tune.
My Life.
Yeah, My Life. Big tune. And him have other songs too. And
But at the end of the day too, for a lot of people who never really know Shawn Storm or know when him have the hits, we see where him come out of prison and Kartel come out. Kartel release several songs.
Yeah.
You understand? Right now, God is the Greatest. That's like one of the biggest Kartel songs we are around the place, and we're yet to see
Shawn drop songs. Shawn drop songs still.
But my point is, we're yet to see Shawn Storm drop a song will actually catch fire.
But here's the thing,
ignite the masses.
again, because
we don't see that.
I think what seemed to be happening, Shawn probably have certain ideas in his head, like vision or just certain idea, great ideas. Ideas in his head were probably great, but it's just how to bring it out. You understand what I say? Animal lean upon him own understanding. And what he needs now is a producer, somebody who really can, because you have producer who can give a man a rhythm to just voice a song, and you have producer who can give a big song, turn in a star.
And as you mentioned, producer, we want to bring the LEVELZ community back to a post that producer Stephen the Genius made, right? And when Shawn just come out of prison, Stephen the Genius,
the wave dead,
drop
the momentum
this.
dead.
Check the levels.
So somebody just sent me this video with Shawn Storm play the piano for him mother. Alright, so I just chop it up a little bit. I'm gonna use all of him piano them and just put it on timing and just make a nice loop out of it. So watch this. See it now? I have some drums now. Yeah. Alright, my brain active now. I have a concept. Alright, so I have a little rough idea. If I was Shawn Storm, this is what me would do.
Hey, poor, more. What some of them know about loyalty? None of them not happy if you see me free up and go home to me family. No. And a little time my mother pray, yes she pray, and tell me for hold the fear. Now the road that me trod up is straight. From me step foot out of the gate, me say me free at last. Go long go tell them say me free at last. Yeah, me go tell them say I'm freedom. Nobody no see me with gun, no see me with none. You know the blessings can't done, you know what?
Mad.
Big tune.
Mad. Can you imagine?
That would be a big tune.
Can you imagine if
Missed
Shawn did just
opportunity.
link up with Stephen the Genius and take that song there? Free at last.
The follow-up right after loyalty.
Exactly.
Because, and what's the crazy thing? And again, it probably come down to this
Loyalty.
probably a loyalty of the problem, you know. A loyalty of the
come down
problem.
to because remember say Steve and Kartel from them time there when him go say big ship.
It is kind of
The
the
comment
tension
there,
there. And,
yeah.
and them time, but now you see Kartel and Genius we kind of exchange, we interact on social media, but at that time, there was no interaction. You understand? And I think that is it come right back to where we are talking about. You see, Shawn have the potential, but him just need somebody where.
Yeah, but what is potential though if you don't act on it?
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Because I want to, even if this song never hit, you know, say Steve never find a hit game. Yeah.
But look here, Shawn are working, you know, because Shawn dropped something, you know. Check the levels.
Alright. 2011, when it all begin, them send me go a jail house, lock me up a rising. 7:30 I have to wake up. If you no move, water shake you. Lock the bird before day come. Fix back the floor, you can't lay it down.
Look, me no know. 7 months later, like 7 months after being freed, like, you know, him coming with a song with freedom. What do you make of this, Chris?
Yeah, I feel like the Genius link up was a missed opportunity. And the crazy thing is, if he had got a hit or a popular song before Freedom Street, or just in time for Freedom Street, that would have changed the whole trajectory.
I agree.
Away in career ago. And I think now that, because after Freedom Street, the momentum, the wave that dead, you know. So now you have to really build from ground zero. And now you see at the end of the day, Kartel onto other things and all of that. So he have to fight. The truth is, because the next thing is say, if he not find something by summer,
I was really hoping that he, as in Shawn Storm, would be able to find a song before Freedom Street. Because I want to see Shawn Storm win, of course, but then it never happened. And
because
like you mentioned too, Vybz Kartel at the moment is busy working on his projects, his things. You hear him say TGI manager, Scattime road manager. He might look towards a US tour. He might look towards European tour. He might have shows between the US, Europe, and the Caribbean. So those are things that he's working on. Him not have time for hold Shawn Storm hand. You know, Shawn in this moment, I gonna have to stand up and take charge. And you taking charge of your career, it don't mean say you're not loyal. You understand? So you have to understand what it means to be loyal and don't overdo it. To the point where it's actually attained your thing. You understand?
Because trust me, Shawn just need to collaborate with the right person. I'm not talking about just artists. Find the right producer. Because the interesting is just like every artist throughout them career, you have a year say, them and this producer make magic. So even when them straight from the producer and them know say, all right, them career they in a lull, them know say, all right, me need to find back this particular person or that particular. Shawn just need to find that. Shawn need to find.
It's like Shensi and Steve the Genius. Like she collaborated with the Genius and then them get hit and run. And you know, them come back and them like you say, an artist and a producer gonna have certain type of synergy. It's like Not Nice and Ja Vinci. Like them have a wicked
Shawn just
synergy.
have to find that. Shawn just have to find that. And just because again, I mean, I think say being locked away in a female space at this point and probably because him probably can't get any artist to come and feature upon a song. But another artist know the thing. I feel like he needs somebody where for really direct and produce the music.
And not only that too, but him also have to come to the realization that you're 13 years in prison, like the music has evolved to a space where you're coming out now and under the same space, the music there. So you have to also bear that in mind. The second thing too, like just the social media landscape and the space where you have to utilize and promote and get whatever it is you have out there. And you know, it is even disheartening sometimes when you look even on TikTok and, you know, you see people are calling him Shawn Calm, you know, like they must say, where the storm there or whatever.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, you cannot blame these people who don't know the history, who don't have that information.
Fans just go with anything we're hot, you know. You understand what I said?
And you can't even watch them.
No, you can't watch them
you
because
watch it.
them no build great man, you know. Them just work.
Man.
No, them don't even kill them. Them just work with them when they're great.
Yeah.
You understand? So at the end of the day, that is it. I think say one Shawn knows say yo, you have to find that producer, preferably that producer where you can make magic with. Then you know say yeah. You understand what I say? Because at the end of the day, I think say people want to hear from him. But the longer it takes for them to hear something with them consider worthy.
Out of sight, out of mind.
So.
You know, yeah. And at the end of the day too, we also know that Vybz Kartel's work ethics, you know, him not going to be able to match up to that. Just the speed, how him put out music. And even Kartel too, you see where him also carry him sons, Little Vybz and Little Addy. Him a work with them with the music. So in truth, will he have any time to say, service anybody else pan the Gaza?
Service? Whole service?
Musically.
No, yo, what is
yeah,
one?
he not gonna have no time to work with anybody else man in Gaza.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? He might try to get him son them out there as well.
Listen, but feel like said, don't forget the Gaza. The Gaza cartel and in Gaza nation.
Yeah.
You know, see not even little Addy and little Vybz that talk about Gaza. No.
No,
sir. You understand what I say? So
you know, we'll talk about Gaza, of course.
Shout to me.
English footballer Cole Palmer, you see where him and Kartel link up at England.
Yeah.
And he made a post on social media, say, look here, Clark's part 2, you know. Of course, he make like a laughing emoji and all of that. And last year, he actually made a post, just a vibe to, you know, Clark's.
Yeah.
Featuring Popcorn, Kartel, and Vanessa Bling, formerly Gaza Slim. So that was a really good link up.
You know, say, little Addy song, Man of the Match, is he referred to Cole Palmer.
Yeah.
You understand?
The introduction of the song is actually sports commentators give Cole Palmer the stamp of approval.
Yeah, for real. I'm not sure how he missed the trip there still, you know. I don't know he missed the trip there, cause
I don't know he missed it,
that's a big cameo that.
It was a good look. I know we mentioned it briefly, you know, just Kartel going to the Mobo Awards, but he actually got an award for the Mobo Impact Artist Award, and Spice was there as well, so she did the announcement for that award for Kartel. Spice performed at the Mobos as well, you know, she take the time to make sure she do her song. Hell no.
Yeah. I never want to cut it still, but I don't know about it briefly, but I know I did mention it though, you know. Yeah. But for real, I want to tell you, say, Kartel being in London now and really just networking and making all of that connection, and you know, is a good look, and it's him second home. Think about it.
No,
see them, remember see them place, you know.
Look here, one of the things, you know, he told a reporter while he was at the Mobos that he's definitely getting married in February, and him doing it in Jamaica.
You said to Ras Kwame that you and Sidham were getting married in February.
When are you actually getting married? We want her family, my family, and everyone to be here no later than February.
Bro, it's February now, man. What's going on?
Not here, guys. In my country.
Oh, okay. Wait.
Yardman style.
But it's February, though.
Yeah, it is. I never said the day change. And I never said the location change. It was always going to be in Jamaica. Yeah, man.
I know him not have much time left, you know. At 28 days in February, you
know. I wonder if him think at 31 or 30. Yo.
28 days, but what
so the countdown, Kartel wedding countdown.
Look here, that is the hot topic right now. So, you know, but one thing he said for sure, he's definitely getting married in Jamaica.
And in February, he said that.
And in February.
Yeah, so, you know.
So I don't know if Addy going to change his mind. I don't know if he plan to push it back to March. But, you know, early days.
Yeah.
You know, early days, he's just a flight away.
Mad.
Couple hours.
A whole heap of hours still there.
Say English flight, they're normal.
They're not normal.
I hit that KRIS or we'll leave out something?
Oh, the episode I govern, you know, I feel like it govern.
Stamp of approval.
With no removal.
Look here, big up to the LEVELZ community. Thank you to our new subscribers. And if it's your first time checking in, just remember to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell. And daily, we'll have review videos on the channel, so make sure you check them out. And every Friday, you'll get an interview. So yeah, just keep it locked, yeah?
Yes, it.
Know what I mean? But
Yeah.
of course, I have to leave you on a positive note. So ships don't sink because of the water around them. Ships sink because of the water that gets inside them. So you see, as you go about your business, just don't allow what is happening outside to get inside of you and weigh you down.
She a talk, don't she? She a talk, you know. Yeah, talk. Love it.
Look here, that's our time. Next week, same place, same time.
Up and out.
LEVELZ.